Well, hello, everyone. It is night 2 of the Plan Your Childcare Year challenge, and I'm so happy that you're here with us tonight. Let me see if we can get our tech working well. We had a few tech issues, but nothing is going to stop us. I love it. I love it. So if you can do me a favor, if you will let your accountability partners know that we're on, we're going to get this video shared out to make sure that tonight goes as seamless as possible. Last night was like more than I could dream of. I had such a good time connecting with everybody and making sure that just introducing the fact of that we can take over 2021. Like last night, I don't know about you, I was so pumped. I was ready to run a marathon. I was ready to do all kinds of things in order to grow my business. But more than anything, I was at a position to say, you know what? Can't stop, won't stop. I'm here for the long haul. I'm here to win. And I know that you feel the same exact way, but because you're here with me. You're here with me tonight. So we're going to give everybody a few seconds to chime in. Go ahead and drop where you're calling in from. Please take a moment and give us your city and state. And you can also drop one thing that you learned last night. So go ahead and do that for me, and we'll get started in just one moment. All right, guys, it's day 2 and we are ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to go over some of the ground rule things. We got Memphis in the house. We got Natchez in the house. Roxy's still on yesterday. It's the one for me. It is the one for us. This is our year. We got Brittany representing Detroit. I'm so excited that all of you guys decided to join us tonight. We got St. Joseph in the house. We got Chi-Town in the house. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, you never know who is going to watch this video later. So you let us know your city, but we want to know the name of your childcare center. It is time to let us know the name of your childcare center. I'm your girl, B Woods, Brandy Woods, the millionaire midwife, and I am the proud owner of Imagine Me Academy, a chain of childcare centers in the Houston area. Not only am I the millionaire midwife, but I am your millionaire childcare success coach. And I'm so happy to be with you tonight. Literally, there's nothing that could have stopped me from being here. And a lot of things did. But guess what, guys? I'm an atmosphere changer. And when things don't go my way or things are moving in a different direction, I have to begin to speak life. So if you don't mind, we're just going to bind up any confusion, any mechanical errors, any technology issues, and we're going to go full forward tonight. And the reason why we have to is because we're making a declaration that our doors are going to be open. Now, for those of you who are believers, there's a scripture in Isaiah that talks about the double doors. So if you can receive on tonight that there's a double blessing for you, I just want you to write double in the chat. Go ahead, drop it in the chat, double. Do me a favor and drop in the chat double. Because there is double for us. Those of us who stick with it, who no matter what, we show up. I feel like that we deserve some of that double. So I want to make sure that tonight, not only do you begin to declare for yourself, but you believe it in your heart, because as a man thinketh, so is he. Now, listen, I'm going to need some of my members to really help me out tonight. So normally I'm coming from about 3 screens. We have double screens. We have our phone, and one of my screens is not working tonight. So those of you who know our links and who can help me, I may have you type some of our stuff in the chat, because there may be a period of time that I'm not going to be able to see everything. And I want to make 100% sure that you got me. So if you got me, just let me know in the chat you got me. So this is going to be the night I'm going to really, really need you to show and prove and to show up. Now, one of the things that we talked about last night, can't stop, won't stop, is we got to release 2020 and we got to embrace 2021. And I heard that some of you got your MBA last night. What is your MBA? Your master bounce back ability. So is there anybody who got their MBA last night? Just go ahead and type MBA in the chat, because I heard that some of you got your bounce back ability. I heard that some of you went into your daycare today with a newfound sense of you have the power to change the atmosphere. This is what I heard. I heard that some of you already joined the membership. This is what I heard. I heard that some of you have already registered for the retreat. I heard that some of you had renewed joy. So if this is true, go ahead and put MBA in the chat. And let me see if you got your master bounce back ability, because I'm in it to win it with you guys. I am so in love with Childcare Millionaires. And I'm so in love with the fact that we not only stand for children, but we also stand for community. And one of the blessed things that we have going for each other is the fact that we are part of a great community. And this community has proven time and time again that we show up for each other. I want to give you some examples of the way that we show up for each other. During COVID-19, we gave out grants, $500 grants. We gave out $50 grocery cards. We gave out gas cards. We helped some of our members who had sick families, right? And so we showed up. Did I do that by myself? Absolutely not. We did it how? We did it together. We stood as a sisterhood. We stood as a unit. Now, my brothers out there, don't get mad. We know that we have some brothers in Childcare Millionaires, but 99.9% of us are female owners. So we welcome all of you male owners and partners, those of you who support your wives or you're in business together. We salute you. But we want you to know that we're here for you. So the first thing we want to do is to spread this word. We don't want anybody to miss out. So I have a favor of you. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you a dime. While I get our PowerPoint up, can you click the share button? And once you click the share button, if you tell me you shared in the chat, that will totally swell my heart, because we want to get our numbers up tonight, back up to 100. I am claiming 100. And I know if you click the share button, our sisters in childcare are going to know that it's time to hop on. They're still whipping up spaghetti for their family. They're still driving home. So we need you to tag your accountability partners. We need you to share, because if you were helped last night, the way that you give back is you help another. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up our PowerPoint. And while I do, I just want to say that you guys did a phenomenal job over yesterday, highlighting your badges and doing your homework. And I would love to hear more about what you feel like you learned on day one. It is very important that not only we, not only that we hear, but that we do. Right? There are two parts of what we're doing. We have to hear, but we also have to do, right? Hearing alone is not enough. Faith without works is dead. So I have on our prize shirt tonight. I have on our Claim Your Commas shirt. And if you're ready to claim your commas with me tonight, in the chat, put hashtag comma. Because I need you guys to be in the 2 comma club. What's the 2 comma club? That means we need some M's in your bank account. And we're going to get to the point where we have some B's, like billions, some billions in our bank account. But if you guys want to be a part of the 2 comma club, do me a favor and put hashtag comma. Hashtag comma. That's what I'm talking about. Not a coma. We talked about getting those dead people out of our organization yesterday, but we need a comma. We need 2 M's. We need 2 M's, right? So tonight I'm going to tell you how you can win this shirt and be a part of the 2 comma club. But more than anything, we welcome you. So I see some of my faithfuls. I see Sheena in the house. I see Lady, and I want to congratulate Miss Scott. Not only did she join the membership, but she made sure she got her hotel and her retreat. I'm so excited for you. Welcome, Monica. We welcome you tonight. We welcome you, Nicole. We welcome you, Sharon. We welcome you, Gloria. We thank you guys for being here tonight and showing up for yourself. So let's get this party started. So this is the Plan Your Childcare Year Challenge. And what we're doing is we are releasing 2020 and we are embracing the possibilities and the opportunities of 2021. And if you stay just a minute, I'm going to show you how I found almost $1 million in potential revenue in my business. Listen, if you would like to find $1 million, $20,000, $50,000 in potential revenue in your already existing business, I want you to say yes, yes. I'm going to give you the goods tonight. So who is she? Who is this energetic lady? She's been up since 4 a.m. just like me. She's a childcare owner. Where does she get this energy from? Well, my name is Brandy Wood-Smith. Yes, I am the millionaire midwife, but tonight I come to you as your friend and your millionaire childcare success coach. I am the owner of a chain of preschools just like you in the Houston area. But on top of that, I'm an author, I'm a speaker, I'm a mentor, I'm a mother of 6, a grandmother of 3, and of course, I'm a wife. I spent 23 years of my life dedicated to education. And why do I tell this story? It's because how many of you were once teachers in the public school district? Just let me know if you were a teacher. Hey, Princess, I see you on. I'm so happy to see you. Let me know if you were a teacher in the public school district. Because if you were, then you probably started out a little bit like me. And that means you have a passion for kids and you decided one day that you were going to stop working for someone else and you were going to impact change in your community. This was me. But the thing about it, when I hit the childcare community, I found out real quick, people did not want to share resources or information. So therein lies, and there was created the Childcare Millionaires Association. Really, the Childcare Millionaires Association is a group for owners and directors. For owners and directors. It's not for teachers, but it's for owners and directors who want to run a thriving childcare center without killing themselves in the process. How many of you can truly say that you work way harder than you need to work? So tonight, we're going to talk about how you can increase your revenue, right? How you can increase your enrollment and still have more time freedom. How you can definitely grow your program and still have more time freedom, not give up on your family, to show up. Roxy says she's still a teacher. And Roxy, we want you to use those teaching skills that you've dedicated to those babies in your own business. I'm telling you, teachers make great, great, great center owners and directors. And the reason why you signed up for this challenge, the reason why you're here tonight is because you wanted to make sure that you got your business on the right track. So I'm going to ask you really quick to make sure you have pen and paper in hand and make sure you're ready for what we're about to deliver. And if you're ready, do me a favor and type ready in the chat. We don't want you to miss any reminders, and we give out our prizes every day through our messenger. So in order for you to qualify, take a second, and we want you to go to bit.ly 5-day reminders, and we want you to sign up for our reminders. At the end of tonight, we're going to give our prizes away, and we're going to give them away on the same messenger that you're going to get a message from. So we want to make sure that you're signed up for those reminders so you don't miss not even a moment of information. So let me tell you some ways that you can truly be successful in the challenge. One of the ways you can be successful for the challenge is set your alarm for 7:15. That way you have a chance to go to the restroom, get your pen and paper, kiss the husband, love on the kids, but be in your seat for an hour of power. The next thing you need to do is you need to have your challenge pack. I think we were able to successfully get everyone their challenge pack in 2 ways. Some people, we sent them a Dropbox message today if they were not able to open it. So I think we have delivered all of the challenge pack, but you need your challenge pack ready and in hand. And you have to do the daily assignments. You have to make sure that you get the work done. So yesterday, all you had to do is answer 21 questions, right? So you got to get your nosy on. But who were you nosy with? Your business. You got to get all up in your business to see where you were in 2020, but where you're going in 2021. And I told y'all, it's the one for me. the one more opportunity, the one more chance to get it right, the one more chance to connect with other 2 chicks. It's the one for me. Last but not least, we want to make sure that you post your badges, and we're posting those badges in the Facebook group. So if you're not a part of the Facebook group, go back to the emails and make sure you're a part of the Facebook group, because that's where all of the real action takes place. So here are the badges that I'm talking about. And I saw some wonderful things about the badges. Somebody said today, oh my God, I realized I really need to learn my numbers. If you did your 21 questions, go ahead and put 21 in the chat. Let me see who's with me. If you answered those 21 questions, those hard questions, some of them were easy, but some of them got you to the realization of some changes that you need to make in your business, right? Some of you were able to identify the dead weight on your boat. Some of you were able to figure out where was the income that you were losing. Some of you were able to say, you know what? I have a capacity of 100. I only have 40 kids. I got to work on enrollment. But answering those 21 questions will get you to the point where you're looking your business straight in the eye and you're saying, you know what? I'm going to do whatever it takes to help you grow. I'm going to show up every day in my full power and change the atmosphere until we get it right. I'm going to come knowing that if I do my best, that growth will indeed come. And if that's you, you should have answered those 21 questions. Now, the other badges you can earn through the week, but there is an ultimate badge, and it's not that I joined the membership, but I love all of my members. We're going to talk to you a little bit later. We do want you to be in the membership because it's the best membership in the world, but some of you are going to earn this badge. And I'm going to the Childcare Millionaires Retreat. That means you're going to get to spend a whole weekend with me in my hometown of Houston. Got that H-Town? Yes, you're going to come to H-Town and spend the whole weekend with me. So listen, let's go ahead and get into our keywords so we can get into our nice lesson. Every night we will give some keywords. At the end of the night, I will tell you to go ahead and post your keywords in our messenger. Again, real quick, I want you to go. If you haven't signed up for our reminders yet, please sign up for our reminders. That is the only way that you're going to get reminders of when we're going to go live via Facebook. So we don't want you to miss anything. So the link to sign up for our reminders is simple. bit.ly 5-day reminders. At the end of the session, we're going to tell you to put in your keywords. So let me go ahead and give you our first keyword for tonight. And if you're ready for the keyword, put a number 1 in the chat. Our first keyword for tonight is comma, because I want you to be a part of the 2 comma club. Our first keyword for tonight is comma. Now, you cannot type these keywords in the chat. You have to put it on your paper. If you type the keyword in the chat, we're going to beat you up. We're not going to beat you up, but we want everybody to stay in tune. Our first keyword tonight is comma, because we want you to claim your comma, and our 2 winners tonight will win the Claim Your Comma t-shirt. All right. Another thing I want you to know is we are giving away $1,000 worth of prizes and giveaways this week. And there will be 2 lucky winners at the end of the week. One will get these illustrious AirPods, and the other one will receive an iPad to help you grow your business. So I'm so excited about these prizes. Make sure you earn your badges so you can be considered for these prizes. We have a little chart, and we're going in every day to see who turned in your badge. Once you turn in your badge, you go on a spreadsheet, and we're checking off every day who turned in their badge. On Sunday, we will be giving away our 2 prizes. So we're really excited about that. Now it's time to get to day 2. And I love it. Real quick, let's do a check-in. How many of you actually wrote down your goals yesterday? You took time and you wrote down your goals yesterday. And I just want to know what some of those goals were. You know, I just want to know what some of those goals were. Elsie, great question. In order to earn your badge, the only thing you have to do is go in the Facebook group. There is a post at the very top with all of the badges and their instructions there, and you can just follow those instructions. Okay, good. Toy said she did her goals yesterday, and this is why I'm asking that. I'm asking you this question because if you wrote down your goals, then you right now, you probably have a greater sense of purpose. Leslie says she did hers today. I love it. And some of you, if you're brave enough, can you put that goal in the atmosphere? Katina said, expand and open a new center. Katina, how many centers do you have right now? We want to know. Thank you. Amy says she did. I love it. Because if you wrote down your goals today, what we're going to talk about, if you wrote down your goals yesterday, what we're going to talk about today is going to be so much more powerful. Because a SWOT analysis helps you identify the very things you need to do to reach your goal. So we're going to go over what SWOT stands for. Patty said hers was expansion. Deborah said to open her first center. Pam said she wrote down her goals. Monica to expand to a center from her home. Absolutely expand to a center this year. Tanya said her goal is to have 30 new students by March. I love it. These are the goals. Take 3 trips. I love the fact, Brittany, you have a personal goal here because your business goal is going to allow you to reach that personal goal. Transition from a home to a commercial and take self-care seriously. I love it. Enrolled 30 kids my first month in operation. Now, these are some goals, guys. Purchase my building. Princess, we've been talking about that. I was so excited to be able to purchase 2 commercial buildings in 2020. I love it. So if these are your goals, Sheena, if you want to really expand to a center by February, then this is what you have to do. You have to really look at yourself from a different point of view. Today, we're going to look at ourselves outside of ourselves. How many of you often justify your mistakes and you often justify, oh, well, I'll do better next time, or you let yourself off the hook, right? And so the activity that we're going to do today is not going to let us off the hook. But first, we have to have a little 2020, 2021 comedy. You know, these last few years have been a little bit crazy, and we're all changing. You know, from 2019 to 2020 to 2021, we're changing. And guess what? We're going to change some more. But in order to really change and to become the person you need to do, you got to do some big girl opportunities. So I'm going to tell you right now, you got to put your big girl panties on. And if you believe me, go ahead and put big girl in the chat. In order to do a SWOT analysis, you're going to have to admit to the world and to yourself that you have some weaknesses. And most of us do not want to talk about our weaknesses. But it's our weaknesses. Even in the Bible, it says, in your weaknesses, I am made strong. When you can confront your weaknesses, you're actually a stronger leader because you know who to hire, you know who to fire, you know why you're compromising when you shouldn't, right? And so we're going to build on our strengths, right? We're going to stand on our strengths. So we're going to talk about what we're good at, but we're going to work on our weaknesses. Because to be honest, your strengths is keeping you in business. I'll give you that. But your weaknesses is keeping your bank account broke. Your weaknesses is causing you not to follow up. It's your weaknesses that are letting you slack. So we got to address the weaknesses and we got to work on the weaknesses. But then there's the O, and the O is my absolute favorite. What opportunities do you have for this year? And these opportunities should align with your goals. So many of you will begin to look at the opportunities and you'll say, you know what? I need to readjust my goal because maybe I don't need another center. Maybe I need to fill this center. Or maybe I don't need to hire another 3 teachers. Maybe I need to hire a director. So your opportunities are going to help you refine your goals. And then we're going to talk about threats. Everybody probably had the biggest threat in 2020. I want you to, in the chat, write what was your biggest threat. For me, and the membership, I can tell you, it's 89 of us in the membership. I think for us, COVID was our biggest threat. Right? We didn't know if we were going to stay open. We didn't know, if we were going to be able to follow certain guidelines, right? And so for us, we had to address this threat. I love Frederica say, my weakness is keeping me broke. I'm telling you, if you don't address the weakness, if you don't capture it right on, some of us, our weakness is mindset. So if you don't address it and you don't work on it, it will literally suffocate your profit, right? So I love Nikki say, I got my big girls on. I got my big girls on, right? We have to have on our big girl panties to really handle this conversation, because a lot of times it's really hard for us. It is so difficult for us to really say that we got to work in an area when we're supposed to be the leader. And that's why being a part of a group where we do it together, like Stacy said in the chat, I love that, Stacy. Thank you. When we can work together, then our weaknesses don't seem as big. So let's get into it. Brittany says COVID was her biggest threat. She's been closed since March, and she turned her program virtual survive. So she took a threat and she made it into an opportunity, right? And so I love that. I love that. So we're going to talk tonight about how to do a SWOT analysis and how you can use this information to really grow your business. Now, y'all know I love movies, right? If you don't, now you know. So I love this movie. If you know the name of this movie, go ahead and type it in the chat. Let me see how good of a childcare owner you are, because if you're a childcare owner, you have to know the name of this movie. So for many of us, the monster in this movie, represents all of the problems that we had this year. Whether that problem was COVID, staffing, whatever that problem was, it seemed scary. All right, Kaniko. It seemed scary. It seemed like we were not going to be able to get away from it, right? And it seemed larger than life. If you're with me, let me know. But throughout the year, we began to realize our circumstances were just as scared of us as we were of it. As a matter of fact, we were all in a state of confusion, right? We didn't know whether to open or to close, whether to enroll, whether to hire. We didn't know what to do, right? And then we got to a point where we were bolder than our problems. I know that I got to that point. I was like, listen, I don't care, COVID, that you are coming trying to destroy my business. I'm going to find a way to work it out. I'm going to follow COVID protocols. I'm going to communicate with my parents, but you're not going to close my business down. I got bold. With the monsters that were standing before me. And I made a decision that not only was I not going to close, but none of my Childcare Millionaires were going to either. And I don't care if that took information, if that took us planning strategically. I was not willing to give up what I worked 23 years to build. 23 years I have dedicated my life to taking care of children. 23 years, and I'm going to let one moment in time close my doors. I was like, I can't do it. It didn't sit right with me. So I had to get bold with my threats. I had to look them in the mirror and say, listen, it doesn't matter what the world is saying. It doesn't matter what my mind is telling me, because one of my biggest threats for me was my mind, because I didn't want to harm anybody, but I didn't want children to be harmed either. So I had to just make up in my mind, right? I had to come to a decision. Are you going to open, or you're going to be closed. And for me, I made the decision to stay open. And if you're making that decision, I just want you to put open in the chat. I'm staying open. And I said the only way I'm going to close is if the state closes us down. I made a declaration that I was going to open. I made a declaration that I was going to keep my staff employed. I made a declaration that I was going to be there for my parents. I said, I'm staying open. And not only am I staying open, I'm going to pay everybody. I'm going to pay myself. I'm going to tighten up my systems. I'm going to do what it takes to be a 2-comma chick. I made the declaration. So I had to look my monster in the face. I had to look my monster in the face. And this was a turning point for me. Because everything in me wanted to be this scared person. But I had to say no. I got to be bold with my conviction. And my conviction told me that we needed a safe place for children to go every day. My conviction told me that my 26 employees needed to feed their family. My conviction told me that I had the good stuff that it took to open a clean, safe center. That I was not going to be lazy. That I was not going to slack up. Right? So now me and my threats, we have become friends. Me and my obstacles, we have to reason together. Right? Even in the Bible, and many of you know that I'm Christians. If you're not, I hope I don't offend you. But there's a scripture in the Bible that says, come, let's reason together. I had to learn to reason with my fears and ask myself, is this false evidence of being real? Or is it a real threat? And if it is a real threat, then what can I do to mitigate this threat? What can I do to stand strong on my strengths, to work on my weaknesses, to seize my opportunities, right? And to make sure that my threats don't overtake me. That's your job as a CEO. So you have to ask yourself, are you a CEO or are you a CEO? No. I'm going to give you a moment. I'm going to give you a moment to answer that question. Are you a CEO or are you a CEO? No. I had to, Kim, I'm telling you, I had to reason with my fears. I had to say, if I stay open, what's the worst that can happen? But I also had to say, if I close, what's the worst that can happen? I didn't want to go through relicensing. I didn't want to do a deadlift. I didn't want my 23 years to halt. I didn't want to fire my employees. So I made a decision to stay open. But that does not mean that I stayed open with no consequence. That did not mean I could be lazy. It meant that I had to do a SWOT analysis. The first time I did a SWOT analysis, I want to say it was maybe like 5 of us on a call. It was me. It was Star. It was Kashani. It was Tanya. And I think that's it. If I'm missing anybody, Kashana and Tanya, let me know. I think it's Star's birthday, so I don't think she's on tonight. And we sat down and we crafted letters that we would give to our parents. We said, what would we do if the state opened? We looked for places to buy PPP from. We made a plan, right? And that's what you're going to do for 2021. So we're going to SWOT it out. We're going to SWOT it out tonight. We're going to identify our strengths, our weaknesses, our opportunities, and our threats. I love it, Kim. I love it. Kim says, I am a CEO. I'm not a CEO. Oh, no, right? I'm not waiting for somebody to come and save me. I'm going to save myself. I'm not waiting for PPP. I mean, if I get it, I'm going to spend it on payroll. You know, if I get EDIL, I'm going to spend it, but I'm not waiting on it. I'm not waiting on anybody to save me. Not when God gives me a sound mind and not when he gives me conviction to work as unto him, right? So I'm not afraid to work. You know, that may be one of my strengths and weaknesses. I'm a workaholic. Now, you may outdress me, you may outshine me, but you ain't gonna outwork me. It's just not possible. It's because I'm going to get up early. I'm going to stay up late. So I knew that I had it in me to stay open. So let's get on our SWOT. Everybody put S in the chat, strengths. We're going to do our strengths first. If you're ready, say ready, because I'm ready. So SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, right? So why should you do a SWOT analysis? It's really clear. It's important to your business that you understand and that you analyze all the internal and external factors that can either grow your business or destroy your business. Now, a lot of times we look at what can grow our business, but we refuse to look at what can destroy our business. And what can destroy our business is just as important to what grows our business. So we're going to look at these four elements. And when we identify the true nature of these four elements, then we can assess our full potential of growth. Without looking at all four of these elements, and this page is in your challenge pack, without looking at all of these elements, we have a fake sense of what can be. It's fake. So let's talk about our strengths real quick, and we're going to stay on this page for a while. Let's talk about our strengths. If you have your challenge pack, you should be writing on your challenge pack. If you don't have your challenge pack, I don't know why you need to go and get it. bit.ly Childcare Challenge Pack. You need it. You need it. So let's talk about our strengths. I want you for a moment on your paper to list your strengths. And I'm going to talk about some of mine. And if you will, I want you to add it in the chat. One of my true strengths is I don't mind working any position in my daycare. So for me, that's important because it doesn't matter to me who shows up because I'm going to show up. That's a strength for me. I don't have any ego to say what I can't do. Now, I don't want you working in your daycare. I don't want you working in your Montessori school. I don't want you working around the clock. I want you to work on your business. But a strength of mine is it doesn't matter. What needs to be done? I'm a hard worker. You're right, Tanya. I'm just a hard worker. That's one of my strengths. Another one of my strengths is I'm a great teacher. Like, I know that. I know that I'm a great teacher. Now, I'm not for everyone. I do realize that. I'm not for everyone. However, I'm a great teacher for those who are for me. And I'm going to continue to teach my employees and my students how to get it done right. That's a strength for me. Another strength for me is I'm cold with the numbers, right? Now, I want you should be listing your strengths because D. Scott says she's creative. I'm not. That's not my strength. Now, don't ask me. We will mess up all of those kids' crafts. Don't let Miss Woods get the glitter. It ain't right. But I want you to start listing your strengths because I want you to literally stand on your strengths. I'm great at organization. Now, some people are not, but I'm great at organization. I'm great at it. I'm great at details. I'm great at it. So what are you great at? What are your strengths? Putting in long hours. That can be a strength and a weakness, Sabrina. But I understand what you're saying is you're willing to do the work. I love it. Leslie says, I have a strong work ethic. Daphne says, one of my strengths is I was a teacher, right? That means you know how to lesson plan. You know how to classroom management. You know how to multitask. Pam says, I'm a people person. So you know how to talk to people, soothe them, make them feel good. Haiti says, I'm goal-oriented. Kim says, I'm driven. Brittany says, I'm resourceful. Pam says, storytelling. Amy says her strength, she's not good at taking no for an answer. So you're going to help her. Come on. I love it. I love it. Pam says, I'm good at planning. So if you know what you're good at, we're going to stand on these strengths, right? We can plan our way out of a situation. We can use creativity to explain to parents why we're still the place to be. We can use our ability to have great customer service, right? And to be a strong marketer, to compel people to bring their kids back to childcare. We can use positivity to overcome in those moments where we just don't feel it, right? So you got to know your strengths. I'm going to tell you something that needs to be on your strength. And if it's on your weakness, guys, you got to circle it and you got to work on it. You got to know your state standards. You got to know your state standards. I can tell you my state standards backwards and forwards, right? And knowing your state standards is going to keep you in business. It's going to keep you out of trouble. So you definitely need to know your state standards. I love that. Triana says, I got a gift of discernment when it comes to families because every family is not for you. All right, so we got a good list of strengths. So you should have all of your strengths written out. You can say, I'm good at these things. Now, y'all, that was the easy part. That was like your pat on the back. I'm good, and I know I'm good. I'm good, and I know I'm good. But what you bad at? Let's talk real. What are your weaknesses? So we're going to go to that W. You know, we're going to the W. So everybody put your W's in the chat. This is where it get real quiet. This is where it get real. What are your weaknesses? Oh, God. What are your weaknesses? Are you bad at follow-up? Okay, I hope everybody can see me. I think you can. I'm going to try to add the picture back to the stream. So let's go over our weaknesses, okay? One of the main weaknesses that I see with childcare owners is I guess you can say it like Gloria said, I give too much, right? Or pleasing the wrong people, or not taking control of your staff, or whatever it is. But most of it is like you compromise on the wrong thing, or you can't say no, right? You gotta set boundaries in this business, or you'll find yourself working to death while everybody else is okay. Oh, Yolanda, you just gave me all my life. Yolanda say, my weakness is covering up the dead bodies. Get the dead bodies out of your center. Can y'all tell Yolanda that? Always needing to be hands-on. So let's talk about this, Patty. This is an issue because if you always have to be hands-on, that goes back to your initial training. You got to train people, and then you got to trust them to do what you train them to do. And if they prove that they cannot be trusted, then you have to let them go. You know, it's a song about that. I think I ought to let them go. It looks like another childcare TKO. Sometimes you just got to let it go. You got to let go of people that don't serve you. I can't help you more than you want to help yourself. And I can only keep you as an employee if you want to be kept. I'm not keeping no dead bodies. Because it say ashes to ashes and dust to dust. And I'm not ashy and I ain't dusty. So how can I keep you in your business? And I'm saying grow and live business, and everything in my business is dead. So this staffing issue, holding staff accountable, being lenient with my staff, everybody is saying the same. Well, I'm going to tell you something. This is why you 100% running away from confrontation. Okay. Lord, help me say this nicely. That's why you need sometimes permission from your coach to give you the words and the power for you to say, listen, I'm going to tell it to you, and I need you to repeat it after me where you are. I control my business. I deserve great employees. I will not tolerate anything less than excellence. I control my business. I deserve good employees. And I'm not going to tolerate anything besides excellence. Now, Kanoko, I think I said your name right, said not having a policy. This goes back to tightening up your handbooks. If you're not holding your staff accountable, then that means you need to go back to your handbooks. That means you need to go back to staffing one-on-one. And you just got to reset. And then the people who do right, all right, guys, I think our sound went off for a minute, but I was able to get in from another computer. We're going to see if it's working. If you can hear and see me, please let me know. All right, I told you I'm a no matter what kind of woman. We were gonna get in one way or the other. Okay, I think we're only in one device now. Guys, if you can hear me, say yes. All right. Somebody said, come back. So let me do numbers. If you can hear and see me, put a 2 in the chat. All right. We got both laptops up. Let's see. Bam. Gonna make it work. All right, let me see if we can get our screen to be shared, because we got things to do. Give me 1 second, guys. Thank you for being so patient. I know y'all wasn't going anywhere. Y'all just stayed in there. I'm so happy you did. Okay, so when it comes to holding staff accountable, you just got to know that you have the power. And a lot of times in the membership, and guys, I'm going to say to you, if you're not in the membership, I really want you to consider it. And the reason why I want you to consider the membership is because a lot of times we're able to talk through some of these situations. You know, on Sunday, we had a situation where someone was able to share with us what was going on with their staff. And the first thing we said is you got to do a reset. And the reset is for you as much as it is for them. So what does a reset with my staff look like, Brandy? A reset with my staff looks like, hey, this is 2021. We're going to have a super Saturday, or we're going to have a time to come together, whatever it is, and you're going to re-go over your handbook. You need a handbook? In the membership, we got free handbooks, right? We have point systems. And what I love about the point system with childcare owners, for my teachers, is those point systems allow them to self-regulate. You get a point if you call in. But if you call in outside of a 2-hour window, you get 2 points, right? You don't turn in your lesson plan, you get 5 points. When you get to 15 points, you're on probation. Now, I don't have to tell you if you're doing a good job. Who was a cheerleader in high school? I wasn't a cheerleader, but I was a mascot. And we got demerits when we didn't show up to practice, if we had a bad attitude, right? We literally got demerits. That's the same thing I do with my staff. Thank you, Frederica. She said, the membership is having coaching 101. We try to do laser coaching so you guys can get your questions answered. But literally, that point system helps me not even have to talk to you. I don't even need to talk to you. Right? This is your point sheet. You called in late here. You came out of uniform here. And then when you get to 10 points, it lets me know. I'm not picking on you. You at 10 points. It lets me know that we have to counsel with you. And we're saying, hey, this is the situation. Let's go over the things you're struggling with. Let's work out a plan. What's not working? What's in your schedule? What don't you understand? What do you need to be retrained with? I'm taking authority. I'm the atmosphere changer. I'm not waiting for you to just mess up and quit. If I can keep you, I'm going to keep you. But if you don't want to be kept, I can't keep you. And so at 15 points, this is when we put people on probation, right? Hey, you're on probation. Your next offense could be firing. But also, listen what we do. When a person gets to 10 points, we start interviewing for their position. Did you hear me? I'm not waiting for you to leave to hire. Can you just put interview in the chat if you heard me? I don't know if y'all heard me. Why would you wait until a person is gone to start looking for their replacement? That's not good business. So yesterday we highlighted those yellow people on our list doing our 21 questions. If you did not see day one, you need to go back and do day one, right? Chastity say, woo. Woo is right. I'm not waiting for you to leave for me to start looking for somebody. When you get to a certain amount of points, I'm already interviewing for your position because I don't keep dead bodies. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Does this mean I give up on people? No. By the time you to this point, I have talked to you. I have intervened with you. I have reasoned with you. I've given you a plan to correct your wrongs. I put you on probation. I've given you an action plan. I maybe made some adjustments from you. I've given you some more training opportunities. But if you can't meet that, then I got to do best for the children. Because when I do what's best for the children, I do what's best for my business. She said, I wish the membership could be a part of a professional organization that requires, every state, no state that I know of has an ongoing training program. And that's why even if Arkansas does not have this, you're welcome to join our membership. We are a national organization. Childcare Millionaires would love to have you. We would love to have you as a part of our family. Because the truth of the matter is, as childcare owners, we sometimes look for state assistance and we look for the government to, have programs from us, but we're business. We are a for-profit business, most of us. If you are for-profit, type for-profit in the chat. If you're nonprofit, type nonprofit. And I want to show you guys something, guys, and then we're going to move to opportunities. I want to say this, but I don't want to offend anybody. You cannot wait on anybody to save you or correct you or make you do the right thing. You got to do the right thing because you know it. And most of us are for profit. That means the government and nobody else, they don't owe us nothing. They don't owe us anything. You got to say, I believe in myself enough to spend $590 a year, $50 a month to be a part of an organization that's going to teach me, that's going to give me resources. So you can't wait on them. And that little 24 hours, 30 hours of training that you go to and you're not really listening to, that's not helping you grow your business. That's helping you check a box of compliance. But who's telling you how to make more money? Who's telling you how to tighten up your staff? Who's having a conversation with you when you're distressed? That's up to you to decide who you're going to partner with. And we would love to have you in our family. And we're a family. We're family. It's not just me. It's not just me. We're a whole family. We are helpers to one another. Okay. So I think we went through a lot of weaknesses, and a lot of them have to do with our staffs or our parents letting people get away with stuff. So I'm going to say to all of you who had that as your weakness, you need to go back to your handbook. You need to go back and retrain your staff. Some of you need to go hold a virtual parent meeting on Zoom. You need to record it, and you need to send it to the parents who can't come, because you have to take control of your business. If you don't control it, who will? It's just like the kids in the classroom. If the teacher don't have a plan for the kids, the kids have a plan for her. Same thing with your staff. You don't have standards for your staff, they'll make their own. If you don't have standards for your parents, they'll make their own. They won't pay. They'll come late. And then it changes the quality of the program you envisioned. So who's in charge? Let me know in the chat who's in charge. Because who's paying the $5,000 rent, the $8,000 rent, the $20,000 payroll, but you want them to be in charge? Who's in charge of your center? You, your staff, or your parents? Come on. I told you, put your big girl panties on. Tonight ain't the night for the little cuties. Tonight ain't the night for the cuties. Who's in charge of your business? Because it's a weakness if you're not in charge. You're the director. You're the owner. And if you're the owner and you hire a director, you're still in charge. You got to make sure the director is doing what they need to do. Because ain't now. Let me take this off of here. Ain't nan person on God's green earth gonna stop me from my 2 commas. Now I don't know about you. I don't know about you. Mic tap. But are you gonna let a teacher who keeps sending kids home wet make you lose 10 students a year? That's $75,000 a year. You gonna let somebody with a nasty attitude open your door? You gonna let a parent keep paying late and they owe you thousands of dollars in fees, sometimes not pay at all? Who is in charge of your business? Because if it's not you, then you're going to end up closing, not because you want to, because you have to. Because nobody can run your business but you, even if you have a director. They need boundaries. Okay, I got a cue that I stayed on this one too long. So let's go to opportunities. Lord, Gloria, I try so hard. But we say we want to be 7-figure chicks, but we let people making $7 control us. You are in charge of your business. You're going to either be a $7 chick or a 7-figure chick. Either you're going to work for somebody or you're going to work for yourself. And if you are going to work for yourself, you need to create the best company possible. And the best company possible means you have protocols, you have standards, and if people don't meet those standards, that there are consequences. I guarantee you're not going to go to any school district and do what you want to do. You're not going to go to any school district and come whatever time you want to come. You're not. They're not going to let kids just leave and come whenever they want to. They're not going to let parents tell them what to do all day. They're not. So a part of you growing your business is saying, I'm in control. And not in a braggadocious way. This is my business and you're going to do it my way. Please don't do that. That's not what I'm saying. I really want to make sure that's not the spirit I'm coming off on. But I'm saying if we have policies that we've all been trained on, and parents have had orientation, can we just follow the rules? And if people cannot follow the rules, I know you love them, so you let them stay, but can you love yourself enough to let them go? Can you choose you? Because if you choose you, then you choose all the other families. If you choose you, then you choose all your other employees. But if people don't want to do the right thing, can y'all please just let them go? Because I don't want them to get you shut down. Okay. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more. Okay. Opportunities. Let's talk about them. There are a lot of opportunities for childcare centers, and I want you guys to think of a few opportunities and drop them in the chat. We're on the big O, so you can put an O in the chat. Drop your opportunities in the chat, and I'm going to go ahead and give you your second keyword. Your second keyword of tonight is opportunity. Your second keyword of tonight is opportunity. Last time. Your second keyword for tonight is opportunity. Right? Thank you, Sabrina. Oh, I already see somebody with an opportunity. I love it. Let me find it. You know what PPP? Yeah, you know me. You know what PPP? Yeah, everybody. Who's down with PPP? Lord, yes. PPP saved my life. PPP saved my life. If you down with PPP, type it in the chat. Type it in the chat. Type it in the chat. PPP actually, literally, it saved our business. It gave us the cushion to keep our centers open. It gave us the cushion to open without any pressure, and we didn't even get the EIDL money until like October. So I can't even sing an EIDL song because they was treating me like a stepchild. But PPP changed our ability quickly to stay in business. And listen, guys, you know another round of PPP is open. So the way that the new round of PPP works is, one, you have to show that at least one of your quarters was a loss. Now, some of us did grab and go and we did other programs. Just remember, when you're showing revenue, you're talking about true revenue you made. You are not including grants and loans. It's revenue. So most of us can look at first quarter compared to 2019 first quarter because like March just died, or you could probably look at second quarter and compare it to your second quarter in 2019 to meet the 25% reduction rule. There has to be a 25% reduction. Now, this is the great news that I received from a banker today, that you don't have to prove that 25% when you get your loan, but you do have to approve it before you get that loan forgiven, right? So who could really benefit from another 2.5 months? 2.5 months of money. That's tax-free, right? What's another opportunity? Another opportunity for me is parents are ready to come back. You know, people are going back to school. People are going back to work, no matter where the numbers are. Another opportunity for me is, and for you, some centers are closing and they're not going to reopen. So for those of you who really want to expand, where it was very hard to find buildings before, you're going to be able to find buildings a little bit more easier. Okay. What's some other opportunities that you see during this time? What's some other opportunities? And while we're doing opportunities, if you are a member and you're already in the membership, will you do me a favor and drop the number 1 in the chat? I want to just give a big shout out to all of you. I want you to do a big shout out to all of you who are already in the membership. So type a number 1 in the chat if you're already in the membership. Someone said they just found a daycare business. Congratulations, Harvest. Yes, thank you, Arlene, Tanya, Leslie, Deborah, Stacy, D. Scott, Quinna, Sheena, Arlene. I want to just recognize you all real quick. I want to just recognize you all real quick. Thank you, Devette. Thank you so much. Nikki says she's going to become a member tonight. Congratulations and welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. Congratulations, Frederica. Thank you so much for being a member. Thank you, Yolanda. I love you. I love you so much. Come on, Miss Smith, join us. We got the same last name. Y'all know my government name is really Smith. That's my government name. So congratulations. And for those of you who like, man, what's this membership? I want to be a part. Just type a number 2 in the chat. Type a number 2 in the chat. Come on, Monica. Come on, Monica. Monica said, I'm coming to remember the night. Y'all not going to leave me out. I know y'all got class next Tuesday. I'm going to be up in there. Come on, Monica. I love it. So listen, some of the opportunities that you're going to have is going to be new buildings. Some of the opportunities that you're going to have is to reset. I'm going to tell you one of my biggest opportunities during this time was for me to reorganize my program. For me to reorganize my program. Hey, it's Sade. If you're on, if you can make sure that all of those people who did a number 2, make sure that they have the link. We want to make it easy for them. We want you guys to join the family before we change our prices on next Tuesday. So we want to make sure that you do your opportunities. So let's go back to opportunities. Someone said they just found a building. One of my biggest opportunities is we totally redid our SOPs. We did our binder system. We redid our SOPs. We redid our handbooks because everything was just a little bit slower. So we had time to focus on some of the things we normally don't have time to focus on, right? And us being able to focus on those things we don't normally have time to focus on was absolutely needed, right? Another opportunity for me was we actually were able to decrease the amount of payroll we spent for a while. And our PPP lasted a little bit longer because we didn't have any drivers. Normally, the only month I don't have drivers is in the summer, and we still do field trip. But I literally have 8 childcare vehicles, 8. And so drivers are very expensive. We just dropped the membership link down in the chat. Again, we would love to have you guys join us. So childcare drivers was expensive. So that was one of my opportunities. Anybody else have an opportunity? Someone said they did virtual learning. Who was that? They said they did virtual learning. Some of you may want to actually increase your virtual learning platform. And this is the time to do it. Do it now. You don't have to ever let go of virtual learning, right? I know someone, she loads 10 lessons a week. She loads all the materials and the parents can do it on demand. She's not in front of the computer. You can construct your program any way that you want to construct your program, right? That was Brittany. Thank you, Brittany. Brittany says, it's me. It's me. So that's a big opportunity. Increasing the number of school age kids. Like our after schoolers were not our biggest group, but now our after schoolers is our biggest group. And the opportunity there is you can have more kids in your after school group than you can in your toddler room or in your pre-K room, right? So it's very important to just highlight all of your opportunities. Someone said an opportunity I have right now is I can apply for more grants. Tanika and Samantha are the grant queens. Are y'all on? Tanika and Samantha? They are the grant queens. They're going to write a grant. I love it. because this is free money. So many people have free money, free programs, free laptops. You know, I was able to get 10 laptops from a company. They bought their employees new laptops. I just posted a post on Facebook that said we really needed more laptops for our virtual learning. They gave us the old laptops. We were able to open up a computer lab with 10 new laptops, right? So there's so much that you can do. So many opportunities. Right? And listen, if you would love to apply for grants, we had a grant month where we asked everybody to apply. I need to go and see what most grant people, they close out like December 15th because they trying to give that money out in a calendar year, right? So most grants will reopen like around February. So this is a good time to get ready for your grants, especially if you're going to do PPP and you already have to get your paperwork together. And there was a lady who came and talked to us. Her name is Linda Bullard. So if you go back to the membership, and I think it was in October, y'all. Was it in October we did grants? Even if you join the membership tonight, you can go back and watch Linda. She gave you everything that you would need to have to apply for a grant. She gave you like a grant packet. And so that video is in the membership. I think it's in October. So we got to identify our opportunities. And last but not least, we have to identify our threats. And many of you already said that COVID was your number one threat. So if you know that COVID is your number one threat, can you tell me what your plan is? If they close you down today, what's your plan? If you look at your bank account today, how many months can you last if no more money comes in, right? So you have to have a plan. And one of the things that we did is we looked at like how many students can we add on with no more staff? What is our opportunity for growth? Right? If they shut us down, how many months can our EDIL money run? How many months can our PPP money run? That's why I need you guys to apply for PPP. I'm going to say within the week. Because the first thing you do is you do a simple application and then you get your paperwork in. Get your application in. Don't miss out. Y'all know my story. I was approved for PPP the first time and then they ran out of money. But there's a God. Let me tell you the reason why about 5 million more businesses got PPP. Because Brandy didn't get it the first time. And I said, Lord, you're going to have to open up the windows of heaven. And he said, listen, daughter, I'm going to open up the PPP windows, but I got to open it up to everybody. So that's why we got our money. I just had to talk to Father real quick. Father, now you know we need this PPP money. That was a horrible day to get approved, and not get the money. So you want to make sure you apply. You apply right now. Tanya says she applied today. So you need to address all of the threats in your business. Some of you have staff that are threats. So you need to list their name. Now that sounds so mean, guys. But if you have people that you have constant complaints about, if you have people that are not following regulations, that's a threat. A threat can be also something external. Like a threat can be a new center opening close to you, right? That could be a threat. A threat could be a new Head Start taking kids back. Because our Head Start is only doing virtual right now. But that could be a threat for you. So a threat is something that normally is also external, right? What are the things around us? A threat for us is our county, our city, or our state. They decide when we can open and when we can't. That's not something we can control. That's a threat. So I need you guys to go ahead and to write down your threats. Write down your threats. Okay? Now, I want to talk to you about something serious. Right? And I'm going to be giving you the last keyword in a second. I haven't given it out, Arlene. And you got to catch it when I give it. One of the things I want you to realize is that most of you have some internal revenue opportunities, especially if you're not maxed out. So last week, I was really thinking about it, and I've always taught you guys to fill your empty seats that you can fill right now without adding students. But when you hear something and it makes sense, then you adopt it and you share it. And I said, you know what, Brandy? You're going to begin to open rooms because you have the opportunity to make money. How many of you have empty seats in your daycare? How many of you have empty seats in your daycare? And guys, you can take this as a screenshot. This is my personal SWOT analysis. And I want you to put in the chat if you have empty seats in your childcare center. Go ahead and put it in the chat. If you have empty seats in your childcare center, put it in the chat for me. While we're doing that, I'm going to keep on. This is my actual SWOT analysis, and you can make you can screenshot this, but this is ours. We have strong curriculum. We have great referrals. Like, we do have a great referral program. That's one of our strongest ones. We have a good support. We have a mastermind that I'm a part of. I have a great CPA. I have a great project manager. Shouts out to Sade. I know she's on here, and I love that. So we have these great things in place, right? See, these are some of our weaknesses, just like you, staff following protocol, playgrounds and facilities. One of my childcare centers, we have concrete. We just opened a year ago, and we need a playground, signage. We actually got a sign. We ordered it, but it's not up. And here's my opportunities. I have more transportation that I can offer more care. I have 8 vans we can roll. I have the ability to grow each center by 30 kids. And I can do it with 30 kids with my current employees, but I told you guys I learned a lesson last week, and I'm going to share with you. I have less competition. When COVID came, there were 5 centers that was in a mile of me, and now it's only 2 of us left standing. But here are my threats. I have a free pre-K program in my neighborhood, which is Head Start, but I do have a partnership with Head Start. Lack of protocols. We had to get some more protocols in some areas. And this really helped me because some of the things that are in your handbook really help you, but they're not protocols. Protocol means anybody can pick it up and they can know what to do. A handbook is a rule, but a protocol is, how do I attain this rule? How do I meet this metric correctly? So we had to build some more protocols, and we're forever. You should always be adding protocols to your business. It's not a one-time thing. Threats is my Crosby location is in a very small town, and I hear some of you say all the time, I'm in a real small town. My town is less than 15,000 people, Crosby. Baytown has about 70,000 people, so it's a lot more. But Crosby is a small town, 1 high school, right? Another threat is COVID outbreaks. And then always state mandates are always a threat because you're not the only person that has to follow those mandates. So does your staff. So take a picture of this. If this helps you, say yes. If this was helpful to you, say yes. And you can take a picture of this. Okay, Stacy, great question. SOPs and protocols are the same. SOPs just stands for standard operating protocols or procedures. It's the same thing. Standard operating protocols or standard operating procedures. Oh, let me take this banner away. They're like, we can't see. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me take this comment off. And let me take this banner away. Now, can you see the screenshot? All right. Awesome. So, this is what was really helpful for me on last week. And I hadn't thought about it this way. And I'm going to give credit where credit is due. So even though I have done my SWOT analysis, I have always looked for opportunities like, okay, this is what I can do right now. But I have not really been looking like all the way at my revenue opportunity. So this is a little assignment that you can do. And when you can see the revenue opportunity, put a $sign in the chat. Put a $sign in the chat. And real quick, while we're doing that, I'm going to give the next keyword, but I'm also going to do some celebrations. I want to congratulate Leslie for signing up for the retreat. Congratulations to you. I will be congratulating some new members on tomorrow. I'll make sure that I have everybody's names because I see a few of you have signed up for the membership. God bless you. Yay. So, y'all can see it. Great. I want you to, on a piece of paper, answer 4 questions. And then I want you to find your revenue opportunity. This made me sick to my stomach. Kashani did this exercise with her center today. And I know some of others have done this same exercise, but this made me sick. So your enrollment, your capacity, and then you got to take the difference. So basically, my capacity is 220. We have about 120 kids enrolled. During the pandemic, we had 160. So we've climbed our way back, guys, and we climbed our way back from 9 kids. The week after pandemic, we had 9 kids. So we have crawled our way back from 160, dropping all the way down to 9, back up to 120. I'm happy. I'm gonna give myself a heart. I'm happy about it, but I can't get too happy because this is my revenue opportunity. My average tuition is about $150 a week. One of my centers is about 180, and then one of my centers is about 130. So if I do my whole business together, my average is about 150. So 150, Lordy, if I had those extra 100 students, right? That could be $15,000 more I'm making a week. And if you're open 50 weeks, I just did 50. I normally do 48, but for this example, I did 50. I have a revenue opportunity of $750,000. I want to know what your revenue opportunity is, because this is the real thing you got to be focused on. This is the real reason you got to build on your strengths, stand on your strengths, work on your weaknesses, seize your opportunities, and reduce your threats, because you have money that you need to go and get. So I want you to just take out your phone, take out your calculator. I'm going to wait. And I want to know what's your income opportunity? What's your revenue gap? I want to know what is the difference in what you could be making. I can add $750,000 a year. And Katina, make sure you multiply by the time number of weeks. Now you may have a home, so that may be a true number. I'm not sure. But you take your capacity, you subtract your enrollment, and you're going to get a difference. For me, my difference is 100 kids. Based on the state, I could have 100 more kids, right? Now, I take my average tuition, and if you don't know your average tuition, you really need to be in the membership, because if anybody in the membership don't know their average tuition, we're going to have a whole nother conversation. And then you multiply that by the number of weeks you're open. So we're open actually 51 weeks. We only close on Christmas, but we give our parents vacation weeks. To make it nice and easy, I just multiplied it times 50. So I have a revenue gap of $750,000. Let me see what you have. For some of you, this is probably going to make you a little sick. Amy, I got to ask you, are you going to go and get your $700,000? Or you just going to leave it out there? Shamika, are you going to go get your $169,000? Or you don't want it? Because if you don't want it, call me, girl. Call me. Tamara, are you going to go get your $500,000? I just want to know if you're going to go get it. I just need to know if you're going to go get your money. $10,000. Danetta, are you going to go get your $10,000? Danetta, are you at home? Amanda, $100,000. Do you want that extra comma? Or you want to just leave it out there? This is your revenue opportunity. This is the opportunity that we miss when we don't understand our strengths, our weaknesses, our opportunities, and our threats. 562,000. Just if you got the 62,000, right? Could you not pay off your car? You talk about the difference of paying off your house, right? You talk about the difference of paying off your house. Amanda says she's going to get it. Yes. Shamika so smart. Shamika say, I'm going to post about the strategy we talked about in class Sunday night because it was a member-only strategy. But if y'all come Thursday, I'm going to share it with you guys. But I teach them in the membership. You know, they get the updated scoop. Yes, I saw that Danette. No, it was the vet I saw today. She posted that strategy. Patty says she has 125,000 out there. Are you going to go get it, Patty? Brittany says, I have a virtual learning opportunity of $250,000. Listen, you want your quarter, Britt? If you don't want your quarter, because we look like we could be cousins, give it to Cuz. Cuz know what to do with it. Gloria, $101,000. Are you going to go get it? Brittany said, in face-to-face revenue, I got a $65,000 revenue. Could you not, Gloria, could this pay off your house? You know? Could that not pay your baby's tuitions? Tanya Hicks, I want to see your opportunity revenue. Don't make me come knock on your door. If you are a member, I need to see your opportunity revenue. Don't make me call you. So I'm going to give our last keyword of tonight. Our last keyword tonight is membership. Our last keyword for tonight is membership. And you can right now post those keywords. Lisa says she got $400,000 to go get. Lisa, do you know? And Lisa gives so much. Lisa literally is the most giving person I know. She feeds the hungry. She clothes them. She has community engagement. How many more people could you help with $400,000? Sabrina, you got $40,000 out there. That sounds like buying yourself a new car, paying off your debt. Frederica, you telling me you got $172,000 out there? The way you like a little change? Frederica, are you going to go get your money? Oh, Leslie. Oh, Lord. Leslie, me and you in the same boat, girl. $763,000 that you can run get. You already paying the people. You already have the building. You already have the license. Tanya, 600. Now, literally, we probably did a good $20 million. So you telling me just the people on this call, you telling me we got $20 million to go get? We are not waiting on anyone to save us. We can save ourselves. She said, this is the comma opportunity membership. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So listen, guys, if you're posting the keywords, you have to post them in Messenger on Facebook. You cannot post them in this chat. You post them in Messenger. That's where you've been getting your reminders. If you have not been getting reminders, you have not signed up from them, go to our page and send us a message with your 3 keywords. So let's go ahead and close out tonight because we are right at our time. This is your day 2 assignments. You need to make sure that you complete your SWOT analysis. And most of you probably already completed it on the call. So you're going to go to the group and you're going to post your badge. You're going to tell us what you learned. And you're going to say you finished your SWOT. SWOT is done, baby. I want you to make sure that you're ready to show up for tomorrow. Really, really quick. I know last night I talked about the membership a lot. And today, we did encourage you to be a part of the membership, but I just want you to go over what are some of the benefits of the membership real quick. We do have an exclusive membership. It's our Childcare Millionaires Accelerator membership. And listen, guys, every month we do trainings. We have expert speakers. We have Q&A calls. We literally know each other. And we also have work sessions. So this is what you get in the membership. You have a secret portal that's for you. You can sign in anytime. You can look up classes that you need. You can look up anything. Thank you, Monica. You get access to all of our trainings, old and new. So you get access to our tech trainings, our Canva trainings, our handbooks, our business plan guides. Any training that we've done, you get access to it. Every month we have a Q&A. We're always sending you guys out swag, resources, and most of all, we have a really great community for you. Princess, that's okay. We're gonna get it. Princess says, "Oh no, it's okay. We're gonna get it." So this is what you can expect in the membership. Your Thinkific is the portal that you have. It's going to be the hub of all your information. You're not going to have to check your emails for this and this and that. Everything is right there for you. We have mini lessons. We have work sessions. You can choose an accountability partner in the group. We have free trials to different softwares. Lisa says we have great gifts. Thank you. This was one of their gifts, our t-shirt that 2 lucky winners is going to win tonight. This is the t-shirt that we gave out once before. So this is what's included. The value is over $5,000 actually. We do a monthly masterclass. We do a Q&A session. Our expert trainer. You have access to templates for your directors, for your staff. You have curriculum, report cards, all of that great stuff. We always give grant announcements and funding. We have forms for you guys to use. We have a course library of all of the courses that we've ever taught. And then the vendors that we use, we always give you guys that information. In addition to that, we have added the accelerator and the boot camp course. And then we will be sending out our new members journals. We don't have the journals. We do have them in. So all of our new members will be receiving journals, and we'll also do a welcome call for you. So our overall value for our membership is like $8,000, but you don't pay that. That's not your price. Some of you say you want one-on-one sessions. So we added something. So if you wanted to have a one-on-one session, you could, but it's optional. So here is how our membership is priced. You can say, Brandy, I'm not comfortable with doing a year. I just want to do a month, and I want to take advantage of 20% off. And we're going to love you. And then I promise you in a few months, you're going to talk about, I need to move to the yearly. But we're going to love you where you are, and you still get access to everything. Or some of you may say, you know what? I want to do the yearly because I can get 50% off. Because our normal price is $99 a month. So I can get 50% off. The yearly comes out to less than $50 a month, guys. This is probably less than you spend on lunch. But then there's some of you say, I want to do the yearly, but I do want to do some one-on-one sessions. And it's 90% off because we discounted our one-on-one sessions so much to make this affordable for you. But these rates end on January 19th. If you join the membership, great. If you don't, we understand. But we want you to know, starting January the 19th, which is the day after MLK, these will be our new prices. $99 a month, $9.98 a year, or $14.99 with the free with the private sessions. So we want you to choose what's right for you. And I think there is another M. Escape. There should be another M. Let me fix this so it will look correctly. Awesome. We want you to lock in your rates at the most affordable price, right? So thank you, Lisa. She says, oh, worth it. And some of you, I know you probably have already joined while we're talking, and tomorrow we will celebrate you. But I know that tonight is well spent. If you have any questions, please let me know. We'll be talking more about our retreat tomorrow. But I wanted you guys to know about the membership, and I wanted you to be able to lock in your rates for I think my PowerPoint is moving on its own. I want you guys to be able to lock in your rates for 2020. Totally optional. It's no pressure. If you have any questions, you can inbox us. You can let us know, and we can make sure that we can answer those questions for you. So I want to go ahead and give our giveaways out. We thank you for being with us tonight. If you enjoyed tonight, will you just let us know in the chat that you enjoyed it? Sheena, thank you. She says the best decision I ever made. That makes me happy. Thank you, Princess. Thank you, Frederica. Congratulations. We welcome you to the family. So let's go to our winners for tonight. If you are one of our winners, you will win our Claim Your Comma t-shirt. Y'all see it? Claim your commas. Y'all can't get rid of me. I'm back. So let me see who won for tonight. This is the last thing we're going to do tonight. And we have 2 winners. Our first winner is Amanda Tilford. Amanda, are you there? Are you there, Amanda? Amanda Tilford is our first winner. Amanda, are you there? Let me know if you are there. Thank you, Darby. And our second winner for tonight is Miss Ladybug. Miss Ladybug, are you there? And I gotta find out your name, your real name. Miss Ladybug Scott, are you there? You are our 2 winners for tonight. Please claim your prize. Please claim your prize. In order to claim your prize, you have to go in. Yay! You have to go into the messenger and send us your t-shirt size as well as your address. Yay! We want to make sure that you get your prizes. We appreciate you guys for being here tonight. We know our time is well spent. We're trying to end by 9 o'clock every night. It is 9:08. All right, she is here. And the other person I'm looking for is Amanda. Amanda, if you did not claim your prize, I think Darby said she did, but we will make sure. Yes. Yay. Amanda, congratulations. So guys, you need to go exactly where you put your keywords, give us your address and your t-shirt size, and we will get your prize out to you. Please come back for day 3. Day 3, we're going to talk about staff. We talked about it a lot today, but on tomorrow, we're going to talk about how to really approach staff, how to give, what discounts you need to give, how to handle staff that don't do what they need to do. Tomorrow, we're talking about staff and students. So you got to have your booty in your seat. So we'll see you tomorrow, same time, 7:30 Central Time. So it's your girl, B Woods, signing off. I'll see you soon, but I'll definitely see you at the bank making deposits, not withdrawals. It's very important, guys, that you show up all week long to get the information. I know this information is going to help you. I love each and every one of you, and we will see you on the other side.